Alright guys, so I'm having like a really bad hair day today. I don't know if you can see this, but I can see it's looking like kind of greasy, my hair. It's like greasy looking. Usually what I do for my hair, it's pretty simple, is I shower daily, and then at night I wash my hair. I go to bed with it wet. The time I wake up in the morning, it's nice and dry and it's, wavy. I have natural wave. When I was a kid, I had a Dorothy Hamill haircut. First haircut I ever had that I remember, because my hair used to be way down to my butt when I was a kid. And it was very long, very thick. Many people thought I looked, well, I do have Indian in me, but my skin was darker when I was younger. And I did look very Indianish with my long hair. And then when I had the Dorothy Hamill haircut, I actually hated it. I cried because I thought I was gonna look like Dorothy Hamilton, right? Because you see all these pictures of, girls in magazines, and you think the haircut is going to do some magic and make you just like them. So I remember I hated my hair. I did not cry much as a kid. I don't remember really having much permission to cry as a kid. But that's one time I remember crying. Another time, my cousin's mother fed me macaroni and cheese in the can, and I was taught to eat whatever was on the table, so I felt like I didn't really have much of a choice, and I had to eat that macaroni and cheese. And it was like disgusting to me, and I cried. And I remember my cousin's mother, Colette, saying, "Melissa, what is the matter?" And I was at her house, and this was in Manchester before they were out in the country, and I cried and cried. And I was just like, "I don't like macaroni and cheese in the can." And she's like, "You don't have to have it. You don't have to cry about it. You don't have to have it." And then I remember the conversation at the door when my mom picked me up, and she's like, "Melissa was crying over macaroni and cheese. Why was she crying over that?" And so I don't remember a lot of times I could cry, but I do remember after crying with the Dorothy Hamill haircut, the natural waves I would see in my hair. And there's a picture of me too with the natural waves I have in my hair. So my hair is wavy, but all I do is I wash my hair. Sometimes I keep a towel on my head if it's really cold at night, and let my hair dry that way with a towel on my head. And usually in the morning it's dry. I have had it professionally cut, because I usually cut it when I cut it to save some money. It's crooked, which I haven't minded when I've had my kids and wore it up all the time, but I do like to wear my hair down more often now. So I like the haircut that is nice and even. I mean, it's worth the investment to me. I have beautiful hair, I always have, so it's worth the investment. But yeah, today it's greasy because I didn't wash it last night. I stayed in bed yesterday, so I figured I wouldn't wash it just to save me some time and shampoo and effort, and I was still tired. And so it looks a little greasy today. It's not as wavy as usual. So I'm kind of having a bad hair day. And when I used to go to high school, your hair was everything. Your hair had to be in perfect place. You could not have one little hair out of place or you would hear about it. So I'm just gonna leave it today. I'm working tonight. I'm gonna throw it up, my hair up, and that should hide it. I did see a couple new grays, and I think it's because of just making sure I've been studying a lot with my job. So I cut those. I don't want to cut too much hair off. I'm probably going to go natural with my hair as much as possible, but if I do feel like I'm getting too much gray, I will probably do a highlight or a color on it. But I might even perm it pretty soon. But yeah, I keep my hair natural. I used to dye it when I was in high school as a teenager to keep up, not dye it, well, perm it, more perm it. I only had one dye job. I went blonde in college. It looked awful to me. But I heard blondes have more fun, so I went blonde. And then let me see. Yeah, so I mostly had perms in high school, and I wasn't allowed to have perms until I was older. And then I had stopped having perms, I think the time I had my kids, and I just found that my hair was so much healthier without the dyes and the you know, the chemicals of the perms. And of course, when I was in hairdressing school, I would have my hair permed, or practice my perms on my friends. So just keep your hair as natural as possible, especially when you get older. You want your hair to be as healthy as possible. So I use Pantene on my hair. I love Pantene. It's the best shampoo that I have ever used on my hair. I've tried the salon hair products in, you know, like Paul Mitchell, and I don't really care for them. I don't think it's worth the price. The Pantene, I do. And I always take a break too from Pantene. I will take a break with the cheaper stuff just to give my hair a break. So I did use some cheap stuff the other night, but for the most part, it is a diet of just the Pantene shampoo and conditioner. And if I am tight, you know, on a tight budget too, I will just use some, you know, cheap shampoo for a week or so if I have to. So that's what I got for now for my hair, and just putting it in a different style tonight too. I may do just to cover up that I need to wash my hair. So we'll see how I style it tonight.